Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early December 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aquarius collective. You're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me about Aquarius gang. What's going on for my dear friends here in early December? We're getting close to Aquarius season. What energies, messages, insights can we take a peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius. Please and thank you. What's happening for my good friends? What's the vibe around them? Please and thank you. Here we go. Nice and quick. Okay, cool. So this, and I know the imagery looks a little interesting, like those are actually angel wings. This is like a guardian angel type of energy. And there's a lot of themes around protection, like spiritual protection, manifestation, focus. So there's like several messages that go along with this card. Even though it looks simple, it's pretty complex when you look at it. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see this angelic figure with the Vitruvian man on their head, which does speak of creation. Looking down at that baby. So first and foremost, for a lot of Aquariuses out there, you need to know that spirit could be insulating you from something, protecting you from something, or this could be just some reassurance that you're not alone, like you have protection watching over you, which is a beautiful thing. Even if you don't believe it, even if you don't feel it, it's there. It's not always easy to sense, but there's a few other themes here. Obviously, manifesting, creating. You could be one of the signs in this time where it would be much easier for you to manifest now than it would be like a few weeks from now or down the road. So just know there's a lot of things that you could start kicking into motion and creating, especially if you meet the universe halfway with action. Now, aside from that, notice this angel looking right at this creation, right at this baby. It does speak of blessings and abundance, really nice. But this is also a big card of focus. So spirit might be wanting you to realign what you're focusing a lot of your energy on. Like, are you focused on the right things? Can you switch your focus up a little bit? I guess it really depends on your situation, but we're going to put them over there. Let's get into tarot now. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's shuffle it up one time here for Aquarius in early December. What's happening? And yeah, while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Serious Warning, and I don't often use titles like that because, you know, I'm an optimistic reader, but I was seeing some challenging types of energy last week, like Seven of Swords type of stuff, things going on, things are just out of your vision. It wasn't really the smoothest energy. So if you're going through some things, I empathize with you, and we're going to hope the energy starts to turn around this week. But yeah, there was a big energy of needing to proceed in a cautious way, whether it's with other people or situations, especially financial stuff too. It was a lot of stuff happening in that reading, but let's see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for Aquarius. What's happening in early December for my good friends? The deck is being very specific. There we go. Strength card. All right, that could be a little bit of an energetic turnaround. That's a nice universal angelic type of energy again. So the first 2 cards I've drawn for you have these really powerful angelic ties to it. So this is nice. I do like strength. Let's get a couple more. Sometimes that could present itself as a temptation though, so we want to look further. Whoa. Okay, 6 of Wands. Powerful. Extremely powerful energy, especially with this combination. Let's get one more. Looks like we may be getting that energetic turnaround that I was asking for. Wow. All right, the manifesting. So a lot of the themes we're picking up in that card are showing up in the tarot cards as well, the Seven of Cups, the menu board of life. I love this. So yeah, Aquarius, let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Like, compared to other readings I've filmed for the collectives this week, like, yours is definitely on the more optimistic side, which is a good shift from last week. Yeah, at first look, the elements that we're seeing here, there's a lot of fire, which can be good, but it's also a little unpredictable, right? Fire can talk about action, movement, making something happen. But again, it could be unexpected. It could be explosive. It could be a little volatile. We also have some water here cooling it off. That's what's keeping me very optimistic about it. So it's like we have a lot of moving parts, but each and every one of these cards do lean optimistic. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we're starting with the Strength card. Now, for those of you that are into astrology, you know that your zodiacal opposite is Leo. They're straight across the zodiacal wheel from you. And here we go with the Strength card. That's their card. So this could be a Leo you're connected to. It doesn't always have to be. Strength doesn't speak about physical strength. Strength is more about your personality, your inner strength, your strength of character, your strength of will, your internals. Like, this is a very important card for that. Now, it is very healing too. So strength, there could be certain things that you're healing from, that the universe has got your back. I always say it's a love and light type of energy. It's angelic and it's insulating. So again, like, spirit could be protecting you from something, or have protected you from something when this card shows up. Strength is usually very good. It's like, you will get through something, or you got this, don't worry. Like, it's very lucky. That's what I think. Now, it does have the universal symbol on it, so it does have some karmic ties to it as well. I always like to give the positives and challenges of every card. There's a lot of positives with strength, but when it comes to the challenges, sometimes it represents somebody caving on something, where it's like, all right, if there's something you've been trying to resist, or something you've been trying not to do, or a certain behavior, there's strength can be a temptation where your strength will be tested through a test or a situation. So we're going to need to see if this is a situation or not. Moving to the center, we're keeping it up with some really positive energy. We have the Six of Wands. Now, interestingly enough, the Six of Wands also ties into the zodiac sign of Leo. And when I see Leo energy, it is magnetic. It does represent getting attention. So especially with this card, just know you might have more eyes on you than you normally do when the Six of Wands is here. So it's like, there's a certain magnetism that you might be emitting in this time. The Six of Wands is a card of straight up victory, winning, coming out on top. It's a card of public notoriety, just attracting things to you like a magnet. It's really beautiful. It's a card of getting recognition and kudos for the things that you've done, like job well done. So I really do like this. This person's marching in a damn parade. Now, when we come to the challenge of this, it could be someone that's a little egotistical. Okay, not saying it's you, but there might be someone you're connected to that has a bit of a inflated ego when the Six of Wands is here, where it's like, I always win, or I never lose. So watch out for any energies like that. But I really like this Six of Wands here, and it is emitting, especially with the double Leo energy. You might be either getting more attention than you normally do, or there might be more eyes on you than usual. Good energy, though, win victory based type stuff. Moving to the very back end, we have the Seven of Cups. Now, this card, to me, you see that person, they're sitting there like, looking up at those cups. To me, I call this card the menu board of life. Now, there's several different themes that fit along with it, but this is a card of options, paths, choices. And when I see it in a spread for you, it's like, all right, Aquarius, you have a lot of paths in front of you. You have a lot more opportunity than you might think. This is a huge card of manifesting. So it goes back to that angelic card in the very beginning. That power of manifestation and creation could be extra heightened for a lot of Aquariuses in this time, which is a really beautiful thing. Now, the only challenge, or the challenges with this card, is that it could be a little daydreamy. It could be fantasizing, daydreaming, head in the clouds. So just know your head might be somewhere else in the coming days and weeks. But again, I'm feeling a pretty positive vibe off of these cards initially. So we're just going to have to see, is it overthinking? Is it daydreaming? Or is this like real tangible options? So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we have for Aquarius? What's happening for my good friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on strength. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, You could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, let's see what's up with strength. Why is strength here? Okay, page of wands in reverse. Resisting something. All right, page of wands in reverse is somebody like, no, I can't, not yet. So there, if that's not you, it's somebody who is like purposely either trying not to speak about something, or they're purposely trying to curb their passions, we'll put it that way, because page, especially the page of wands, is a card of conversation. It's a card of talking, fiery, action, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I would say for a lot of Aquarians, now's a great time if there's certain habits that you're wanting to put in check, if there's certain habits that you're wanting to put down, if there's certain behaviors or things that aren't vibing well with you, now would be a great time to really improve yourself and cut out certain bad habits, whether it's like mental patterns, thought patterns, speaking. But to me, it's just giving me that really strong energy of like, oh, I want to, but I can't. It's like very resistant. Now, for some of you, this could be representing a person you're connected to, big fire sign vibes, where they might be in that mode. They might be purposely like resisting, like, no, I can't talk about it, can't approach it, can't do this. And I don't know why all the can't, but I feel like if we take the more optimistic approach, now is a great time for you to cut out certain things, habits, behaviors that aren't really suiting you. Like there's extra energetic support for that. So let's keep going. Let's keep moving. We're going to keep that simple. There's only 2 main messages that came through there. So let's go into the 6 of Wands. We'll see what happens there. So why is the 6 of Wands in the mix for Aquarius, please? What's that 6 of Wands here, please? Thank you. Okay. So the world in reverse underneath this, and now this energy is moving rather quickly. So I feel like this is presenting in a couple different ways. You take whichever message is resonating with you the most. When I see the world, I feel like it's very, very much cycle-based, similar to the Wheel of Fortune in a sense. So I feel like first and foremost, for a lot of you, there could be an unexpected or surprising victory or win coming in where it's like, okay, that went better than I thought it would, or wow, I can't believe that actually happened. How amazing. Which is interesting because energy is like resistant in the front, and then boom, it frees up here in the center. So again, I feel for a lot of Aquariuses, whether it's career, personal relationships, or something is going to bounce your way in a surprising or unexpected manner, like win or victory. The other message I'm picking up here is there could be certain things returning as well. Like the world in reverse is like a cycle returning. So whether it's a situation, whether it's an individual, there could be something coming back around. Remember I said there's a certain magnetism here. You're pulling things towards you. So there could be various situations, people, things that are just going to cycle back around and return in some form or fashion. So those are the main 2 messages. Again, I feel like we're very straightforward. A couple messages here, a couple messages there. I like it. It feels good. Let's see what the 7 of Cups has to say. So if you are going through a tough time, I feel like the energy is definitely going to lighten up. But let's see what the 7 of Cups has. Then we'll do a quick recap before the shadow. So why is the 7 of Cups here? Talk to me about this manifesting. Quick. Okay. Take your time with something. All right. There is something that you definitely 110% should not rush. Okay. And I don't know what that is or how that presents itself to you. But when I see the Chariot in reverse underneath the 7 of Cups, it's like, no. Take your time. Don't do that just yet. Like kind of let it come to you. Let it come to you. You don't go to it. Like to me, it's more about, and I've been picking this up in the air signs, being magnetic and pulling things towards you as opposed to chasing them. The Chariot, Cancer energy, usually the fastest moving card in the whole entire deck. When it shows up in reverse, to me, it's 2 things. Either it's stop, wait, take a pause, very similar to Temperance, or in the reverse, it's similar to the world in reverse. It could talk about something looping around. So again, there could be multiple things that return in this time for sure with this energy, but I also get the vibe that there is something that you should not really rush. Okay, whether it is a situation, whether it's coming to a conclusion, it's like, no. You let this evolve naturally. Don't force it. Don't rush it. You take your time. Okay, it's a process. So that's a very intriguing message to come through here on the back end. So again, Aquarius, very simple, straightforward messages for you this week, and I like it. I'm about that vibe. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. I don't feel like we need to overcomplicate the reading this week. But in position number 1, a couple main messages showed up where we have the Strength card and the Page of Wands in reverse. It did feel like somebody resisting something. So for some of you, it's a great time to cut out certain habits, certain behaviors, things that you've been wanting to work on. You might have a lot more willpower than you usually do when this alignment shows up, which is really a good thing. But it could also be someone you're connected to where they're purposely holding back, like, no, I can't. I just kept getting that energy of I can't for some reason. Moving to the center, we have the Six of Wands and the World in reverse. Now, two main messages here. I feel like for a lot of you, there could be a surprise or unexpected victory or win showing up. But the other thing here is your magnetism could be drawing something into return. And we see that in two main places here. So we'll just have to see what it might be, whether it's a situation, whether it's an individual. To me, it feels like something is going to cycle back around. It doesn't feel bad, though. Doesn't have bad intentions. Moving to the back end, we have the Seven of Cups, the menu board of life with the Chariot in reverse. So again, the energy of something or multiple things coming back around. But a big vibe I'm picking up here is like, do not rush something. Don't rush it. You take your time. Don't let anyone pressure you. Don't let anyone rush you. Just like slow and steady. Like there is no rush. So for whichever one of you needed to hear it, that showed up here plain as day here on the back end. Also get into the habit of attracting things as opposed to chasing them. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here on the back end. So I would say overall pretty good energy for you this week, Aquarius. But yeah, lots of things that could possibly flare up or return. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. So let's get a good shuffle here and see what Aquarius has in the shadows this week, please, for early December. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we have in the shadows for Aquarius? Quick, nice and quick. Okay, Queen of Wands, beautiful, fiery, confident. So yeah, if you're connected to fire signs, they're like all over your reading, like even in the shadows. Now, when I see the Queen of Wands, she is a card of aesthetics and looks. So for some Aquariuses out there, now might be a great time to tweak your look, your presentation, whether it's like your hair, your wardrobe, stuff like that. You might be extra conscious about how you present yourself to the world. But the Queen of Wands, to me, if you're not connected to a fire sign or have big history with a fire sign, which could be connected to other parts of this reading, the Queen of Wands to me is about confidence, beauty, and sexiness, to keep it frank. So for a lot of you, there could be something tying into your self-confidence. So maybe you're feeling good. Maybe you're feeling a burst of self-confidence. For some of you, it might be the opposite, because remember, we're looking at the shadow side. So maybe there is something that you need to be a little more confident about, or be confident in yourself and your abilities when we have the Queen of Wands showing up in the shadows. Don't let anybody knock you down or make you feel like your confidence should be low. This is a really good card. So I don't feel like it's anything we need to be super concerned about. It's like self-image, self-perception. So Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar and book one at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you want Santa Claus to bring you this year for Christmas? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.